time to check in on the latest buzz in the entertainment world.
Liz and Mike from 105.1 The Buzz joining us live. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning. All right, we brought it up yesterday.
We can peel that allegedly sticker off of this one.
It is no longer alleged. Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner filing for divorce.
Yeah, they are over. They made a joint announcement on Instagram because that's what you do in 2023, where they did say they'd like to have an amicable, relationship moving forward, that they do have 2 children, whatever, right? And you're like, okay, this is just a run of the mill. Oh,
right.
We're still gonna be
they filled in all the divorce Mad Libs. Amicable split. Yeah. We're both focused in the
Then a little salacious detail decides to pop out this morning, and TMZ is reporting that allegedly, so now we have to bring the word back, it's that Joe Jonas knew that the marriage was over based on something he either heard or saw on their Ring doorbell camera, which makes me so curious. What did he hear or see? Because you know if you have a camera, and everybody at this point in your life, you just assume if you're standing in front of a door, you are being recorded. But apparently there is a recording of her either saying something or doing something that has led to the demise of their marriage.
Whoa. There's some I will say this was, I was going to use the same word you just used, like everything just kind of felt like a divorce Mad Lib. We've seen these things. That is if you want some drama, there's some drama in there.
Ooh, it's hot this morning.
Let that be the cautionary tale to all of us. Like Liz said, there are cameras everywhere, inside the house, outside the house, at your neighbor's house. Don't do anything if you don't want to get caught.
Gosh, I'd never really thought about that before, but Ring doorbell's making it way harder for all the cheaters out there to be sneaking people in and out of the house. Not saying that that's what happened in this case. We don't know. But it's, people can't be coming and going quite as easily these days.
It'll be interesting to see the next ad campaign that Ring doorbell comes out with.
Do you suspect the worst from your spouse?
Ring doorbell.
Oh, gosh. I don't know.
And the other thing, I just, what is it? What is it? Like, I can't wait for this to leak. Like, I obviously, there are kids involved. I'm not rooting for marriages to not work, but what did they do? Yeah. What did they hear? Like, I'm so into this in this moment of like, and I want it to leak. I feel like it's going to leak eventually, right? Somebody's going to.
TMZ is printing those checks as we speak. They are going to be greasing whatever palms can get them that video.
This is true.
Literally dropping us breadcrumbs right now because they know they're going to get that footage, whatever it is, and we're going to see it.
All right.
Well, from divorces to new relationships, we have a new hot couple alert. They have done the hard launch. Who is it?
I have taken as long as possible to not bring this up, but it has to be talked about now. And it's Kylie Jenner and Timothee Chalamet. They've been rumored to be together for ages at this point. And I thought it was Kris Jenner just planning little stories because it was like, oh, Kylie's car was seen in front of Timothy's house. But then they made out at a Beyonce concert the other night. So it's kind of hard to deny at this point. And I lost a little bit of respect for Timothee Chalamet. And I'm not saying like, oh, whatever, the Kardashians are terrible people, but like, I don't know. He's like Oscar nominated. You got Wonka about to come out. And I look at him different. I look at him different as somebody dating Kylie Jenner. I don't
know. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, Timothee Chalamet, he's one of those, he started young in Hollywood. Is he a Nepo baby? He is, right?
I think he's related to somebody somewhere, but if you want to go through a rabbit hole that I can't talk about on TV, if you look up his name and NYU on Reddit, you'll find out he's got quite a romantic past.
Oh, interesting.
All right.
Well, I was going to say, he's just always had such an interesting career on camera because he was starring in movies at a pretty young age. And he's always he's had these roles that are like Oscar nominated, super serious roles. But then he's also been in like stupid buddy comedies and like done some stuff that's kind of funny and silly too. And then I think you just remember that like, oh yeah, he's still like a 20-something
He's
dude.
still pretty young.
You could be a very serious actor, but then he's still, still chasing after the ladies.
And I don't want to blame, like, obviously I'm not the biggest fan of the Kardashians, but I never want to say like, oh, the women are the issue in the relationship. But there's just not a good track record for anybody that's dated anyone in that family.
Fair.
And so it makes me a little nervous for him. Like, what's going to end up happening with him next? And then are they going to put him on the show? Like, what's going to happen?
That would be, I will say that would be wild to see a Timothee Chalamet cameo on Kardashians.
So would this mean that if they get married, would he be brothers-in-law with Travis Barker? Is that how that would work?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are they all sisters?
There's a
great.
web diagram that we're gonna have to come up with to figure that one out.
That's not even the weirdest like string on the wall in that family. I mean, honestly.
Yeah, my brain just broke a little bit when you asked that question, Travis. But if we
Holly
dial
weird,
this
man.
back, is 6 months ago, Leonardo DiCaprio was literally giving Timothee Chalamet the best advice he could ever give, which was no hard drugs and no superhero movies. The one thing he forgot to include was no Kardashians.
Oh, no.
It's rule number 3.
Oh, well, we'll see where his career in life goes from here. All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, friends.
Bye. And you can listen to Liz and Mike every weekday morning on 105.1 The Buzz.